I would say to be the most successful in practice, you need to invest in yourself, in your education, and your learning. And ultimately, the best way to build and grow your practice is really through results, real results. You can do all the Instagram videos you want, but the fact is if people come to your office and you're not really making a difference, you're not changing their lives, your practice isn't going to grow. So this is the reason why we're developing new courses like this one that we're going to be doing in April in New York. In this course, what you're going to learn is really what is actually happening at the root cause of the brain. Everybody else's approach to neuroimmunology really revolves around that it starts in the gut, that there's a leaky gut, there's inflammation, and it goes up to the brain, and then it causes a whole host or number of different symptoms or conditions. That's not the way it works. It actually works from the brainstem and from the brain down. Its effect on the autonomic system and on the immune system. And there are very specific networks in the brain, both from a sensory perspective and from a control perspective that control the immune system and the balance of inflammation and anti-inflammation. And all of this is related to other areas of the brain in which we become self-aware, where we gain things like body ownership, where we gain agency. And so what we see is that when we look at the area in the brain, one area called the insula, this is where we become embodied. People that have a right brain delay are disembodied, don't really feel their body. They don't have a good sense of interoception or proprioception or body spatial awareness. They don't create normal sensory motor maps in their brain. And because of that, that may interfere with a number of different functions. And we see overactivity on the other side. Some people may have overactivity of that right insula, where they're overconnected to their body and to their emotions and to their internal feelings. And this creates another whole host of issues along with deficits on the other side of the brain. So what we have coming in April in New York in TWA is bringing together myself, my background, and my PhD in developmental cognitive neuroscience, along with Dr. Carlo Rinaudo, who's a PhD in vestibular rehab, and Dr. Peter Scire, who is really an expert in functional immunology from a practical perspective. And we want to put together our expertise in a way so that we can give you the most cutting-edge information and perspective on what's actually happening at the brain and what is the really root cause when we talk about brain health, when we talk about the overlap of neurology and immunology from the highest level. In order to do that and to help promote this, we also want to offer some other things and make them available to you. One of the things that I'm going to offer is I have put together a basic 3-hour neuroanatomy, functional neuroanatomy course that you will have access to for free, so that you can use that to learn how the brain really works and learn anatomy, and also use that as a way to prepare for this course. Also, what I'm putting together is the history, how I do a history, how I go through my history form, the Melillo method history form, and what I'm looking at, and my thought processes in doing a good history. So you're only going to get those if you pre-register. If you don't pre-register, you can still purchase those videos at a later date, and they will be available. So I want to give you as much information as we can. This is designed to be an advanced course where we're going to get into some high-level stuff that we've never really discussed before. We're going to give you a lot of tremendous clinical application, and I think it's going to be something that's going to take your whole practice to a whole different level. So I hope you join us in April. So what I want you to do is go to the website, drrobertmelillo.com, and register today for this course with enough time that you'll have full preparation before you take the course in April.